Editing Charlotte jumping in here again, just in case you're wondering why this video has absolutely no introduction. If that's the case, that means you've probably not seen part 1. So this video was so long, when I came to editing it, I decided I would split it into 2 parts so that, you know, you weren't overwhelmed with nearly an hour's footage. And so if you've not seen part 1 already, I will pop that up here. It will make more sense if you go and check out that video first and then watch this one, because this is the second part of my living room declutter. Okay, if you have seen part 1, here is now part 2. Next we come down to the drawers, and I really would like to get some better organisation systems going on for these, but these are where we store all those cables. So as I mentioned, I filmed some quick snippets for that previous video, but I didn't actually do the formal declutter, so I'm going to do it today. This, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is the case for my husband's Switch. Does this look like a Switch case? Is that what this is? Either way, I think he probably wants that. Empty box for old camera. Don't even know where old camera is. Is it in here? No, okay. That can probably go. This is another area where my husband's a bit of a fiend. Old games consoles. Why would we need the Wii U if we've got the Switch now? He does also have the Xbox 360 somewhere, despite the fact that we have an Xbox One, and he's got on order the new Xbox. So literally no idea. I feel like these could go elsewhere though, like maybe in a cupboard in his office so I don't have to look at them, or even in a box in the garage. I know for a fact that these will not be used again, that no one is going to plug in the Wii U and use it. But you know, I am very firm in the belief that this is not my possession. I have no interest in this being my possession, therefore it is not up to me whether it stays or goes. I am not going to be the wife that just gets rid of her husband's stuff without even asking. That's not who I am. Do you remember the days when we used to be able to go on holiday and so we needed travel adapters? I can dream that one day I will go back to America. I miss it so much. But until that time, I will be holding on to my travel adapters. I think they are important because, you know, we're the only place in the world that has plugs like these. Wii U controller. Wii U stand. Takes up so much drawer space. I could put blankets in here. A thing? Anybody? Oh. Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing, I don't know what it is, but it's a thing. Not a clue. Okay, apparently, because I keep instruction manuals for everything. So this you can put in your car as part of your phone mount. So I have a phone mount in my car, but I use the, like, it's on the dash and then your phone goes on top of it. This can be like, so it's dangling down in front of you, I suppose. I don't need that. I've got a bit that works. I don't think I need the manual either. I'm pretty sure I can do phone, click, button to unclick. I think I've got that down, so that can go. I have an empty plastic bag. Oh, we have rechargeable battery packs. We actually use these sometimes if we're going on like longer drives, so that's actually something to keep. Oh! Do you remember the days of going on holiday and having lots of travel adapters because you had lots of devices? It'd be like phone, camera, MP3 player back in the day. Oh, I also had this. I don't think I need this anymore. So this this I only ever took on holiday. I never had this for charging multiple devices at home. But when you go abroad, you can stick, I feel like this is just a fire hazard. Stick this in your adapter. You can charge, you know, your camera and your MP3 player, and anything else that you can charge via USB. See, I was all about that, but actually, that can go. This is the box to my current phone, my 3 years and a bit old phone. I've kept the box. I don't really know why I've kept the box. Is there like instructions in it that I'm gonna need one day? It's got a warranty card. I'm sure it's not covered by warranty anymore. Yeah, that can go. Tell you what, these drawers, they're terrible. They're so deep. They hold so much stuff. Ooh, some screws. The Rock Band microphone. Now, the Rock Band, guitar, and drums are upstairs in my husband's wardrobe because they were taking up so much space. I said that he had to put them somewhere in his storage because they were doing my head in. So he insisted on keeping them. We've not played Rock Band in I don't know how long. They have not been set up in this house, and we've lived in this house for 2 years at the end of March. Again, it can go on the pile of his things that maybe we can put somewhere that's not right here. Now, you might be thinking, well, you've got storage, why not use it? I feel like the things that are right here in our living room should be the things we reach for often, not the things that haven't been used in 2 years. I feel like they can go away somewhere if he wants to keep them. Right, I'm making the executive decision that this is going. I'm finally ready. The pink PS2. So this was mine. I did not have a PS1, so growing up, we were very much a PlayStation family growing up. My sister is 5 years older than me, so she was very much into this before I was. She had the PS1, and you know, I'd play Spyro. And so then she also had the PS2. She had the proper bulky one in silver, and then she disappeared off to university, and my need for games was left, you know, I was very sad. So for Christmas, I got the pink PS2, which you got SingStar free with, which I don't have anymore, and quickly learned that I couldn't sing. Is there a game still in this? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, it's got Croc in it. Oh, it's making me want to play it now. No, 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 that is ridiculous. I don't even play computer games anymore. I can't remember the last time I played a computer game. There's no point, I don't need to keep it. I don't play computer games. It can go. So proud of myself for doing that. More random screws that I don't know what they go to. I think that is an attachment off that phone mount. Right, this, I can even remember it. I can remember setting it up. These are the cables from the PlayStation 2. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So, PlayStation stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't finish my PlayStation story. So yeah, we were PlayStation, but then I met my husband and he hadn't got a PlayStation. Obviously he wasn't my husband at the time, he was my boyfriend. They were Xbox and Nintendo sorts of people, and then obviously, you know, I didn't carry on buying games consoles as I got older because it stopped interesting me. And so it became official that our house became an Xbox household. I mean, there we go. What are these? Like, seriously. Weird screw things. And then these are all the cables that go with the Wii U. See how much space that Wii U has taken up in my life? I should probably be more careful with that. That's the sensor bar thingy. That is now one really nice empty drawer into which I shall return the Switch case because, you know, that seems logical. It is a console that we currently have out. It is currently in use and, you know, not right now, but if, you know, we went to people's houses for like a games night, it would come with us. It makes sense to have this, you know, around. Okay, so I do have these cables to go through and I know what some of these do, but like for example, that's just an HDMI cable, so I know that we'll need that. So I know that one's a keep. Anyone else think that looks like a shaver thingy? Like an electric razor? This is then an aerial. I'm gonna hold on to this because I don't know what the situation is with our TV going on the wall, so we shall see. That is a much emptier drawer. I could practically get in it. Okay, yeah, there's loads of stuff now. I've made a mess. The next drawer contains games, so I feel like game-wise, if it's a console that, you know, we have out and we use, they can stay. If it's a Wii game, I feel like that can go elsewhere. This is the only physical game we have on the Switch. This is the game I bought for my husband when I bought him the Switch for his 25th birthday. because I thought, well, it's a bit pointless buying him the console and then him not having anything to play, not really having the brain capacity to figure out that he could buy a game online, so I bought him a game. So that can stay. I also feel like the DS games, a DS is portable, they don't need to be here right now, do they? So they can also go elsewhere. And then these are all the Xbox games. Again, I think a lot of it is bought online now. See, it just goes to show, I don't know. I love these little IKEA baskets, they're so cute. That drawer is now in need of a dust, but I do have an empty drawer and now a spare basket. That's cool. And then we get to the last drawer. You will have to ignore this cable. This is connecting to the extension lead that is working my lights. Just filming getting in the way. Right, okay. All right, there's a lot in here that can be cleared out and got rid of. This is, again, another dumping ground. So we have 2 more of these baskets, which I love. But this one, you know, it's got batteries in. I know why we keep batteries here. It's for the controllers. I have a very old rechargeable battery pack. I don't know if it works, so I'll test it, and then if it doesn't work, I will just get rid of it. I also have one for AAA batteries. And then what is left is just a whole bunch of stationery, which doesn't need to be in our living room. This can be in either of our desks in our offices upstairs. So all of that can go. I can feel another scribble test coming on to see if those pens actually work. Pipe cleaners, but I don't know why. Oh, this is a keep. This is the Switch controller that you plug those pretty coloured thingies into. That can go in this drawer though. So basically I had 1 drawer's worth of stuff spread over 3 drawers. That is not efficient. These are also the little thingies for the Switch. Calculator also could go in a drawer upstairs. And look, another empty basket. So I now have 3 empty baskets. And this is like a paper manual that goes with one of those bomb diffusing games where you have like the game electronically, but then you use the manual. And because we're very old-fashioned humans, we struggle to have the manual on a device. We like the paper copy. So we do have that to go somewhere when we are done. I definitely need to get the Hoover in and get all the dust up from these drawers. So I'll do that and I will see you for the final cupboard in a mo. And for our last stop today, you join me in this embarrassing cupboard. So what have we got in here? Mainly board games and things that smell nice. So what's in here? I also have my dumbbells. I like that these are easy to reach if I do like a workout in here. I don't have like a yoga mat or anything, so I just move our coffee table and use our rug and put something on YouTube, like a workout video. So it can help to have a set of dumbbells local, so they can stay in here. I know they really should be in my garage, and I should confine all my working out to out there, but if you want to do sort of floor exercises, there's not a lot of space because of the equipment. Dobble, love Dobble. Who doesn't love Dobble? Pick Your Poison, quite a good game. Game I bought in anticipation of us all being together at Christmas, and we weren't, so we haven't played that yet. It just smells, it smells like the Yankee Candle store in this cupboard. I wish you had smell-o-vision. So nice. I have got a jigsaw puzzle that we have done. This one's just like a wintry one with wolves on. I am going to run it past my mum because I know she also likes to do a jigsaw, and sometimes we do like if she's done with one, I'll have a go at it. If I've done one, she can have a go at it, and then we generally just charity shop them. So I've done this one, and to be honest, I'm not the sort of person that will redo a jigsaw. I am quite new to jigsaw puzzling. I could never tolerate it before because, as I've already mentioned, I'm very easily distracted. There are some times when I would rather be busy getting things done, and I am really making a conscious effort right now to slow it down and take care of myself and look after myself and do more leisurely activities, because the end result is I do feel much better and much more relaxed for it, but it kind of goes against my nature a little bit. So sitting and doing a jigsaw, you know, I won't sit for a long time and do a jigsaw. It'll be a short period of time I do that for, and I can never see myself redoing a jigsaw. I feel like once that's done and accomplished, that's done. So there's no point in us keeping a jigsaw we've already done. We have a poker chips set, which we sometimes use. We have the Sherlock Holmes game. This is pretty good. I wouldn't go as far as to say very good. It's okay. Now, this is one of my favourite games, but I've not met many other people that like to play it. So if you don't have Jungle Speed, you need Jungle Speed, but I can't promise you'll like Jungle Speed. So you have a whole bunch of cards that are very similar, and it's almost like a version of Snap. If you get two cards in sequence that follow each other, you have to grab the totem, but there's all sorts of rules, like if you knock the totem over, like you've made a mistake. And when you go to grab the totem, anyone can go to grab the totem, and so it's kind of like everyone jumps into the middle. Yeah. I once got my nail in someone's face, not on purpose, playing this game. So yeah, I love this game, but not many people otherwise love it, which means I don't very often have many people to play it with. Trivial Pursuit Party Edition. Keep. Like, I don't think I'm very much of a get rid of a board game sort of person, because we will replay board games a lot. So my chess set, which is actually my sister's chess set, but is the Harry Potter chess set, I have never once beat my dad at chess. I think he's the only person I've ever played chess with. I am very much a defensive chess player, which means I forget to do the attacking bit. And that strategy so far hasn't worked out for me. I love this Destination Harry Potter. I wish there were more varieties of Destination. I mean, I know there's quite a few, but I wish there were more. This is a game This is a game we received for Christmas. We've not played it yet, so I can't really comment on that yet. Another jigsaw that we have done, so can be decluttered. And backgammon. Oh, that didn't sound good. Backgammon I bought for my husband and I to do over Christmas, so we had a game to play that was actually a two-player game, because we do have chess, but I don't think my husband's very big into chess. So yeah, that was actually fun once we figured out how it works. I have a blanket in here. The gold bowl. Does everyone have a bowl that used to be for things like your keys, but then just got filled with other random nonsense? It does have keys in there, but in fairness, there's also a wireless mouse in here, so a couple of pens, but generally speaking, I think that needs a sort out. My husband's tie. Yep. Now, I'm not going to move Perudo, which is a really good game. I really like Perudo, but at the moment it is also acting as what our internet router stands on, because the hole is really high and the cables aren't very long. So if I remove that, it will just be dangling and probably break. So perfectly sized game there to rest the router on. And then all that's left are my lovely smellies. So in here I have a mixture of wax melts that I can use in my various wax warmers around the house. So I have two plug-in ones, one upstairs and one downstairs, like one to actually plug into the wall, and then one sort of tabletop one that is in the living room. So I have the Yankee Candle cups for those, but I've decided what I will do with these is when I feel like the scent's gone, I'm going to melt it and then pour it out and keep the cup, so I can then put some of the cubed scents in my bigger warmer, because you do have to have the plastic cup for those, whereas my smaller plug-in ones, you literally just drop the wax right onto the ceramic thing. So I have got cup ones for my one in the lounge, and then these were once very neatly organised. These are my ones to go in my plug-in wax melts, and I've got a variety of brands. I've got Yankee Candle, I've got Scentsy, I've even got like supermarkets' own brands when I've seen them and picked them up, and my sister made me some homemade ones as well for Christmas, so I've got all sorts in here. So that just needs a tidy up and then it can go back. Now I think about it, I originally did declutter this little wire storage thingy, and then I realised I needed something to keep my wax melts in, so I ran into the garage and rescued it like weeks later, because the decluttering game is very much, you declutter things, it waits in your garage until it can go somewhere, and with all the lockdowns we've had, it's not always been the case that things can go there immediately. So, you know, I still have stuff in my garage that is waiting to go to places, but it's, you know, so I feel like it's a little bit out of sight, out of mind in my declutter corner of the garage. So this needs to sort out, but looking at that, that could go in some of these much nicer baskets, and then I can declutter the wire ones. So that is also a plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put everything away in a much more logical, non-cluttered order. I will show you when I'm done, and then I will show you what I'm decluttering. So right here I've got my bookcase, now looking far less cluttered than it did before, and genuinely only housing books that I have intentions to actually read. The DVD cabinet is not much different, just a small number of DVDs removed from here, and then it tidied back up again. Then we have the drawers. So in this first one is condensed what we've kept from the gaming and electronics drawers. All of that was spread over the 3 drawers, and now it's just in the one. I've got board games in the far end, and then the few that didn't fit in there went into the next drawer, and then just a blanket in that middle one with those few extra board games, which means not very much at all left in this final one. So I've put those 3 baskets that were in the drawers together on that shelf, and they contain all of my wax melts, and then the one on the far right is the only space I'm sort of dedicating to items that don't currently have a permanent home or I need to find a home for. So at the minute that just holds a few bottles of hand sanitizer and a macrame plant pot hanger that I made that I still need to put a hook up for and find somewhere to put it. My dumbbells are there at the bottom, and we did have one more game that didn't fit in the drawers, though I am now thinking I need some sort of organisation system for my board games, because all the mismatched boxes, it's just not working, it's not space efficient. And then on the top is just the router, that game Perudo it's standing on, like I said, for the functionality of it, and then just the gold pot, which is now emptied except for storing keys in. Here are the items I will be decluttering right away. I've done a count up, there are basically 40 items here, plus, you know, the cables that go with things, I didn't count those, and then small attachments to other things I also didn't count. But generally speaking, 40 items, which isn't the biggest declutter I've ever done, but you know, it is steps in the right direction. As I said, I've reached the point now where I've not got a whole ton of stuff I need to declutter, it's just sort of keeping on top of things. And then this pile right here in front, though the lighting is really not making it ideal right now, are the things that I don't actually know what their future is. Some will be staying, some will be going. So there are things I want to run past my husband because it's up to him, they belong to him, whether he wants to keep them or not. And then if he doesn't, they can also be let go. So there will be a few more items that I'm actually decluttering. So that is it for today's declutter. As you've seen, I've gotten rid of about 40 items and I'm happy with that. As I said, this is really more a video now of just keeping on top of the work that I did last year and just really making sure there isn't stuff hanging around in my space that I don't use and I don't need. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.